This is the Fitzy and Wippa with Kate Ritchie podcast.
It is Fitzy and Wippa with Kate Ritchie for your Wednesday podcast. Congratulations to Janice! Janice, I'm falling! That is, Kate, have you ever seen that? If you go to YouTube, I know you probably shouldn't say this, but go to YouTube and just write "fat kid on a ride."
I don't think
You
can't say that, mate. You would say fat kid on a roller coaster.
Or just write "Whipper on a ride."
No, that will not work.
It will blow your mind.
Is that what the Janice is coming from?
His mum's name, or I don't know who is Janice next to him, but he goes on that catapult ride and he's falling out.
I'm falling!
Janice, I'm falling! It is amazing.
All right, when I've done everything else in my day, I'll
the Janice
head
that was
to
on the
YouTube.
ride with him won the merch pack yesterday.
What a chance.
How good is
What
that?
are the chances?
I know. We've got another podcast password coming up, but what's in today's pod, mate?
Guys, I'm not going to tell you. I can't give it away. You've been begging me.
Tell us.
Been begging me all day. I know the list of women in the Real Housewives of Sydney. It hasn't been released yet.
See you, mate.
I'm not. I can't do it.
Yes, you can.
No, I
it's for the
can't.
bib. Come
Don't
on,
care.
Whip.
Oh.
You have to for us.
All right, that exclusive list on today's podcast.
The Fitzy and Wippa with Kate Ritchie podcast.
Some of it all. I just finished the documentary, actually. It's pretty amazing.
Can't wait to see that.
Yeah, I've been waiting to turn it on, but usually there's an 8-year-old in the house. I don't think I can watch it in front of
It's
her.
amazing. He filmed 12 film clips in 12 days. The bloke's work ethic is just
Yeah,
ridiculous.
He does work hard, doesn't he?
It's crazy. We should maybe do that here at some stage.
Not yet.
Do 12 film clips in 12 days?
Well, no, just work hard.
Been doing the show for 12 years. You mean beyond 9 o'clock, you mean? Tommy, let's get into his song Curtains back on the radio as well.
Yeah.
Love Curtains.
Great song.
I do.
How
I
good are
like that as
curtains?
well.
Good curtains.
I like blinds more, to be honest. But
Okay.
I like the old Roman blind.
Very nice.
Venetians?
You can't go past a Venetian.
Yeah,
Venetian.
just like
What
your
a-
sheets.
Okay, the blind man from the village.
That's different, but again, we can go into it if you want. Soft satine, but anyway,
let's
another
leave-
They're very
conversation for another time.
expensive window
Oh
coverings.
my God, aren't they? Shutters.
Hey, coming up next.
Good chat, guys.
No, soup chat. Yay! It's actually Soup Club Day today, guys.
Oh,
What are you going with?
Oh no, it's not. It's not
Pea
my
and
turn.
ham?
It's the other member of the club, Mizpah. She's
Mizpah.
doing a delivery. I picked up the sourdough last night because she's really stepped it up and thinks she's amazing now. And
knocking you out of the park
I
in
think
terms of
so.
competition.
You did say, "Am I going to try sourdough?" And I said, "No."
Not yet.
Just quickly, BJ is very keen to still get involved.
Is she really?
Yep.
I'll shoot you. Oh, maybe give me her email and I'll shoot her through the application.
I don't know her
Okay.
email.
Am I doing this story now?
I was going to say, it sounded like a great conversation for off air. Like a really good. This
These
is what
things are
happens
on, are they?
during the break.
This is us working hard, Ed Sheeran style. I don't want to be down on anyone else's relationship, but this one is doomed. I don't like. I'm just going to.
You're
put
going to share
it
this
out.
about your relationship?
No,
Oh,
it
what
has
is your
nothing-
current status?
It has nothing to do with me, but I have had, I have had some experience in this kind of area over the years. People that just don't turn up for you. And this poor woman, she's furious. She would go to her hospital appointments. She's carrying a baby.
Yep.
She has a husband. I have a feeling this story comes from the UK. So she would go to her appointments, her scans,
Yep.
and her husband would always find something else to do. And nothing particularly important. I don't think he was some, high-flying bank mogul or I don't know.
Sure.
Had to be somewhere. He would just opt for a pint at the pub or a
not a good
football
sign,
game, and he wouldn't go. He's just recently missed the appointment where the gender was revealed.
Oh, he wasn't there either.
No,
Where was
that's-
he?
He went for fish and chips.
Oh, mate. I get it.
Yeah.
Good fish and chips. Do you know
Do you
why?
want to know if it's a boy or girl, or do you want flake, mate? What do you want?
Flake chip, throwing some dimmies.
Oh my
Do you know
God,
what,
a
Kate
seafood
Ritchie?
stick.
Sometimes when you go to those scans, they can be quite personal and intrusive. So he might not want to see his wife in that position.
He impregnated her.
That's true, but there could have been the lights off, and then all of a sudden she's in the stirrups and having a real checkup and he might go, that's not for me.
Are you on his side here?
Well, I'm just trying to work out why he would be thrown by turning up to some sort of scan.
He's not thrown. He's selfish, and also he
Innocent.
hasn't.
It's not a
Well,
good
I did send through the phoner. Are you married to a pig?
If it's time for a winter trip, jump on What If, the place to go for quick Aussie getaways.
Probably somewhere in the snow for me.
For accommodation, flights, and more, book on the What If app.
What If? It's Aussie for travel.
Guys, bring it right in. Bring it right in. Jess, could I have some sort of intriguing drone to suggest importance?
Intriguing drone.
I
That's
don't
the
ask for
name of your
much.
band in high school,
Intriguing drone. Guys,
What do you got?
it hasn't officially been released, but strap yourself in. I know who's going to be in the Real Housewives of Sydney. You heard it first here.
Oh, wow, this is massive.
Fitz, you've been ringing me every night.
No.
Going, give me the names, give me the names.
I
And I've
need an
said,
exclusive. I want to know.
Can
When
I,
does it start? Who are they?
It wasn't put up on the whiteboard today, and during the show, Wippa made it clear to Tom, I think it's very important that
This
the
is
people of
exclusive.
Sydney know about this.
Well, but it is, I
Kate-
suppose, if someone's going to, steal our thunder by this time tomorrow.
Kate, you had a break in here that we had to drop, unfortunately, for this.
Well, it's
So
to do
this
with your
better be good.
It's to do with your relationship status, and I said, hold that. This is where
Hold
it's
up.
at.
Is it anywhere near
It's
Lisa Whitfley, which is a name that I think would fit beautifully
Was
on
she
this show?
approached
doing?
My wife will
off
never
the success of your Celebrity Apprentice?
Ever.
Has she been approached for this?
should have won it. She will never ever do a show like this.
Well, you're not the boss of her.
Yeah, has she?
Well, she will not be the star of this house.
Have you ever been approached?
Real Sydney Housewives.
Real Housewives of Sydney.
Real Housewives of Sydney.
Win the Wednesday.
But I'm not a housewife, and I don't have all that money.
Yeah, but you've
And
got
I
the
don't- I
profile.
don't, like, have-
You got
you
frocks,
know-
you got shoes, you got
No, I
handbags.
don't. You should see the state of my house.
It would
I couldn't
be.
fit a crew in there.
You've got the some of the original home and away gear.
You guys could do it. The Whitfleys would be. You'd be like the Osbournes.
No, we wouldn't be nothing like the Osbournes. You're right, Fitz. Sally Obermeter. Confirmed.
Is she?
Yeah.
Oh, great.
Now we love Sal.
Yeah, but see,
She's a superstar.
I love Sal as well. I don't know about Sally, though, because I'm like, well, she's not controversial. She's too lovely.
She's very nice, isn't she?
Yeah, but you know what? She's really successful, and I think watching her on TV too, to follow what she does day to day, would be good viewing.
Yeah, but see,
Yeah,
With her
building
sister?
a business,
Yeah,
her
building a
children.
massive brand.
Yeah,
How does
her
she do it all?
sister.
isn't the success of the show that the bickering and the fighting that goes on?
Who was that Fruit Loop that was on it that was married to the One Nation?
Oh, Lisa
Joe, start with
Oldfield.
a J.
Lisa
Oh,
Oldfield.
That got ugly, didn't it? The language they used in front of their kids was extraordinary.
David and Lisa Oldfield.
Fighting by the pool, I remember that scene. Someone was called a
How did
D-head.
they enter the human race?
Nicole Gazelle, is it? She was on last time. Christy Marsh, she was on last time.
Oh.
Don't know.
Oh, what
don't
do you
know.
mean? But they're back.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
these
yeah, they're
aren't
back.
new names.
Yeah,
We've seen them
I'm just
before.
confirming the current list.
Gazelle, as in
Giselle.
No, not Giselle.
Oh, damn.
They
Tom
approached
Brady's.
Giselle.
That would have been.
Victoria Montano. Is that how I say her name?
oh, I know who she
Yeah,
is.
she's great.
What's she
Lovely
do?
girl.
Victoria Montano.
And what does she do?
She
How do we
has,
know her?
she's a very good horse rider, and she also has a equestrian brand.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
What is
Hor-
it?
all very
Ralph Lauren.
horsey.
No, like clothes. Like what top am I going to wear riding this weekend? Victoria can tell you.
A bit of tartan, a bit of pop collar, a bit of
She
cashmere.
also posted something very controversial on Instagram not long ago from a hens party, and I had to pull her up on it. I said, "Oh, you could see something extraordinary in that pic."
What was in it?
Are you serious? You follow it?
A man, I know Victoria, and it was a man who was there for some life drawing, and in the corner of the shot, dooly dooly.
Oh really?
Look how many members are at this party.
Oh my goodness.
couldn't believe it.
How much do you get paid for that, Whip?
I have seen
and
I
how
have
long
seen
do
her
you sit
Instagram.
for?
I stand for about 3 hours.
And then they say, please put your clothes on.
as they go through all the
Fortunately,
detail.
they finish the painting in a couple of
else?
minutes.
Terry Viviano,
Terry's doing it.
Minnie's wife.
bombshell.
Wow.
Exclusive.
Is Minnie happy with cameras in his house? We need to ask. Who do
not
we
the boss
ask
of the
about
house.
this?
She's great,
We need to
Terry.
ask Rico.
Rico would be all
Luke
over
Ricketson.
it. Kate Waterhouse would have been invited, I would have thought.
I'm guessing she would have been asked
She's not
at
doing
some
it.
point.
And there's a girl called Amanda who's a vet. I don't know who that is.
Oh, what's her
vet?
surname?
She's a vet.
What's her surname?
I don't know. Amanda. Google
So
Amanda
is,
Sydney vet.
is Amanda going on or a vet?
No, she's her occupation is to be a vet.
Who's
Chris-
Yvette?
No, there's no Yvette.
Yvette who?
Amanda
and
is-
how does she get her money?
Amanda is
is her
Yvette's
name.
sister.
Right.
No, Amanda's her name. Her occupation is to help sick animals, which is called a
Yvette. Yvette.
I'm so
You
confused.
heard it first here.
When does it start?
I don't know. They're filming now.
Good luck to all the contestants in Real Housewives.
They're
Hope
contestant.
you get through to the end and get past Tribal Council.
You will not get it anywhere else. You heard it first here.
The Fitzy and Wippa with Kate Ritchie podcast.
Happy Wednesday. Halfway through the week already. Wake up Wednesdays and
Win Wednesday, win the week.
There it is.
It's very, very simple.
So easy to remember.
Get yourself on the standby list for the next print of T-shirts. Coming to your body very soon.
We got told very sternly the other day that the budget is gone and there will be no more T-shirts.
Back in the day, Tommy, we would have hit reprint and got another 100 done, I reckon.
So the ones that you guys are wearing now would be, God, they would have skyrocketed to at least $12, $13 now.
Collector's edition.
Each.
Yep, limited edition. Only get them here. Loved and worn by Nova staff. Let's get on to this one, Fitz, because I know you're interested. Billy McFarlane, he's the man behind Fyre Festival. If you remember, it was 2017, and he rounded up all the hottest women in the world, including Kendall Jenner, and wanted to put together a festival on an island. Ja Rule was involved.
It's one of the greatest documentaries of all time. Because it is watching an avalanche come down slowly.
It's phenomenal. This guy, Billy McFarlane, raised all this money, took all this money from people and said, we're going to have this festival on an island. People got there. The festival wasn't ready to go. The staging was gone. The tents were gone. The food was rubbish.
No bands actually said yes in the end, but everyone thought it was still on.
This guy ended up going to jail for ripping people off.
Yeah.
Described now as a fraudster.
How long ago was that? 10, 15 years?
No, that was 2017.
Oh, God, it wasn't that long, was it?
If you remember, though, what was interesting at the time when we fell in love with this bloke, we actually had him on the show, Andy King. He was the guy who invested and also became the project manager for the Fyre Festival while Billy was off raising money, and there was an issue with the water that was stuck on a truck they needed for the festival.
We had 4 18-wheeler trucks filled with Evian water. Customs had said to Billy and the gang, you need to pay us $175,000 in cash today for us to release the water. Billy called and said, Andy, we need you to take one big thing for the team. You're our wonderful gay leader. Will you, Cunningham, who's the head of customs, you will save this festival.
And he was willing to do it too. That's how dire it got.
I mean, the only good thing to come out of that documentary was Andy King.
Yeah.
Was by a mile.
He became like, there was T-shirts printed with Andy's face on it. Andy would get it for you. Yeah. There was all this range, memes. He became a celebrity out of this. Billy McFarlane is now out of jail. He went online yesterday with a couple of updates. Have a listen.
What's up? Good morning, guys. Have some huge news today. So I did a post a few weeks ago teasing Fyre Festival 2. So the plan was to do Fyre Festival 1.5 as a Broadway musical, but things totally blew up. So I'm announcing 2 things today. One, that Fyre Festival 1.5 is going to be a Broadway musical, and that 2, we are in talks with partners to pay back all of my restitution and execute Fyre Festival 2 according to the original vision on this incredible and beautiful island. We have to do it right, guys, and have to make happen what was always a dream.
Now, look, there's an element of me going, idiot, right? Absolute idiot. But there's also an element of, I wouldn't mind going to it.
I know. The musical's one thing. To go down that line is to have put together a Broadway musical about a festival that's falling apart is one thing.
I wouldn't go and see a Broadway show that Billy McFarlane puts together.
But Fyre Festival 2.0,
yes,
back on the island to see if he can pull it off.
But what band would align to him?
I reckon they would. I reckon there's the interest like you're talking. There's a fascination with the fact that this guy's gone on such a journey to make this happen.
Do you know what the other thing he has to do? Ja Rule has to perform, but you're allowed to throw stuff at him.
You can. You can throw whatever you want at the poor bloke.
You're allowed to rock up to the Fyre Festival 2.0
Yep.
with I don't know, a heavy object, and you get to use that when Ja Rule gets on stage.
Tommy, now that is a team trip I think we'd be interested in. Go and talk to management about budget for that.
Yeah.
If we don't have the money, I'll give Andy King a call.
Oh, well, I won't do that.
Fitzy and Wippa with Kate Ritchie.
Hey, that's the secret. Podcast password.
If you want to get your hands on stacks of great prizes, just head over to our Instagram stories at Fitzy Wippa Kate and enter this password. Today's password is...
Scam.
The Fitzy and Wippa with Kate Ritchie podcast.
What are the chances?
Cody and Lane Cove, what are the chances?
Hi guys, I was driving home from work the other day and I got rear-ended, pulled over, exchanged details, and it turns out the guy had the same name and was born on the same day as me.
No way.
This is so,
Cody, you're a girl.
What are the chances?
He was a Cody as well.
Yes, he was.
No way, because it's not a particularly common name either.
Cody Simpson.
Any flirting going on, Codes, or way out of your league, or what was going on?
Definitely not.
Okay, Cody, he didn't have
He didn't really speak. I think he was in shock.
He didn't have the same last name, did he?
No, thank God.
Oh, wow. Two Codys born on the same day.
Yeah, rear-ending
Almost
each other.
Whose fault was it, Cody?
Well, he rear-ended me, so his fault.
Wow.
Right,
Yeah, but did you pull up quickly?
Yes.
Well done.
Isn't that
No,
amazing?
the car in front of me pulled up. and then
okay.
well done.
Yeah.
All right, Codes, good start. I like that one. Tony in Denham Court. What are the chances, Tone?
G'day, guys. My father was born on the 6th of the 5th, 1922, and it wasn't until at his wake, and I look on the brochure, that he died on the 22nd of the 5th, 2006.
So it was the same.
That's his birth date back to front.
What are the chances?
Series of numbers.
Yeah, he started with a series of numbers going one way and then ended sending the numbers back the other way.
That's
That's pretty good.
I
That's
like
destiny.
this one, Tony.
That's destiny, isn't it?
My
So going back,
God.
so if I was a kid, I could have thought, Dad, hey, what if you died on the 22nd on the 5th, 2006?
6.
That means I'm
And he-
going to die in
And
2097.
he would have held on, Tony, until that day and then held your hand and said, Tony, time to go.
He would have said, check the numbers.
Check the numbers.
I'm out of here.
It's not bad either. I like it today.
Oh, good
Quite
story,
eerie,
Tony.
isn't it?
And
if you're
emotional.
discovering it on the day.
Angelo's given us a call. Good morning, Angelo.
Good morning, guys. How you going?
Not
good,
too bad.
Angelo.
What are the chances, Angelo?
Excellent. Well, the chances about 35 years ago, I got married, and obviously, after the wedding, after you had your party and everything, you rocked up to the hotel.
Yeah.
So we get to the hotel, and we said, we're here. He says, what do you mean you're here? He says, you're already here. He says, no, we're standing right in front of you. He says, hang on, what's your name? And we gave him the name. He says, oh, shit. Oh, sorry.
That's all right.
There's someone here with the same name as you. And they've got your room. I went, you've got to be kidding me. So they gave us another room. And then we said to them, okay, that's fine. You stuffed up the first time. So we want to call because we've got an early flight. So we're obviously in bed and everything, and we knew. So next thing you know, we never get a call.
Oh, yeah.
So I think, what's going on, guys? Hang on, who got the call? It says, the other guy's got the call because they've got the same name as you.
They've rung the other.
I could almost see it coming. I wasn't sure, but I could almost see the same mistake happening more than once.
Did they get married on that same day as well?
They did. They did get married on the same day.
Are you serious? So they were in the honeymoon suite.
Yeah.
That's right. They got our room.
Angela,
That's not bad. I like it. Ashley and Elderslie. What are the chances, Ash?
So I'm a twin, and my brother's name is David. My husband's dad is a twin, and his name is David. And my husband's best friend is a twin, and his name is David.
Oh, my God. Are you saying that if your name is David, there's another one of you out there?
Yeah, pretty much.
What are the chances? I like it because it's a bit different.
It is.
My husband must have a thing for twins.
Yeah.
That's what I like about it as well, Kate, because we get a lot of dates, same names, all that kind of same birthdays. I don't mind the three Davids, twins.
It's no outcast.
Well, that's what I was going to say. I mean, a musical, what are the chances?
Is a special what are the chances?
It's a pretty good one.
What do we do here, Fitz? You got a prize?
Yeah, no, I'm going Ashley at the end there. Ash, you've won the $100 gift card. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
No worries.
The Fitzy and Wippa with Kate Ritchie podcast.
Richard's given us a call from Wilton. What do you want to talk about, Dickie?
Hey, win Wednesday, win the week, boys.
Bang, you've nailed it, mate. You have nailed it.
Richard.
Go on the standby list to get yourself a T-shirt. Dickie Bird.
Oh, cheers, Whip. Cheers.
Done.
Hey, boys, I know everyone loves to have a nice coffee and that, but I don't know if you heard, last night in the news, there's a cafe at Penrith, and they're selling this real special blend of coffee, which costs you $1,500 a cup.
What do you mean? Are you sure it's at Penrith? I thought it was at a fancy restaurant in the city. Is it out at Penrith, Richard?
It's out at Penrith. So there's a place, it's called the Brewlad Cafe at Penrith, and yeah, they're doing this coffee. It's appointment only. Right, and it's practically a 2-week wait to get on the list.
Oh, give me a break.
Tommy, we need to get somebody down there to try this brewlad at $1,500.
Yeah, so you have to. Yeah, it is a 2-week waiting list for that one.
What's in it, Tom?
I assume it's using beans, which are sold as a premium, that have been eaten by a very rare cat, and the beans are then pooed out, cleaned. And
but that doesn't.
Is that what it is, Tommy?
Yeah, I've had it before. I
So
don't
the
know how
cat's
you
butter
make
coffee.
What?
Yeah, so the cats, the Indonesian cats, and they eat the coffee beans on the ground, and then someone waits for them, and then they dust them off, and then they're very exotic and very very sweet.
What a load of crap!
Mate,
and who is wasting $1,500 a week to buy that?
Would you spend the money on it, Whip?
Yeah, I would, mate. I'd go really hard. I'd do a quick coffee run.
Apparently, the coffee the beans that they've got, they're like a special bean that's imported from Panama.
Yeah,
and they're grown especially, so they're brewed over in Panama, and they're delivered by private jet straight to this cafe.
How ridiculous! But I love it though.
They take away.
But they do say that when they have people that try it for the first time, they said that it sort of tastes a little bit like a cup of tea.
Wow, guys, I'm doing a quick coffee run. Who wants a coffee? I'm going to the brew lab. Yeah, my shout. One for you, one for you. Okay, $10,000.
Thank you, Richard.
Tommy, get onto that. Can we try this coffee?
Yeah, you bet.
Please.
Darren in Torrens Hill, what do you want to talk about, Daz?
Hi, guys. Win Wednesday, win the week.
Bang, dagbag, you've got it. What's going on in your world?
Mate, I managed to achieve something last weekend that I thought I would never, ever achieve. I have managed to get my 80-year-old parents onto their first aeroplane flight in their life.
You're kidding me.
80 years of age.
Can I ask the question, Darren? Why have they never flown before?
I don't know why. They drive everywhere. They've been to Tassie, but that was by boat. But everywhere they go, around Australia, they just like to drive.
Are they nervous flyers?
I don't know. But to make it even better I booked the plane tickets late, so we were all split up over the plane. But beside my dad, there was a spare seat. And as you know, when you're on a plane, whoever's sitting beside you can make your plane worse or even better.
Yeah.
And Hoppo from Bondi Rescue sat right beside me, old man.
Great.
And, mate, he talked to him through the whole flight, and that bloke is an absolute legend.
He is a gun Hoppo.
That's the power of Hoppo. Whether it's mouth to mouth or chewing off an ear, he's your man.
He would have told about getting the old defibrillator out and...
Oh, mate, he was talking about rips and bloody this and how people can't swim and...
Darren, that's amazing. Hoppo's a legend. That is great, Darren.
Where did you go, Darren? Where was their first destination?
I took them up to the Gold Coast for their grandson's wedding.
Oh, of course you go to
Did they like it?
Yeah, he talked to them that much. My old man didn't even know we landed until the break came on.
See, what a beautiful story. Love it.
So you hit 80, still doing things for the first time.
All right, let's go to Jason now in Colby. Good morning, Jace.
Good morning. Hey, win Wednesday, win the week.
Oh, you've nailed it. What did you... Oh, have you got a T-shirt, Colby?
It's Jason.
Don't call me Colby.
He's from Colby.
Sorry.
His name is Jason. Have you got a T-shirt, Jace?
No.
How much merch have you got from this show,
Nothing of late.
Jace, what kind of clothes do you wear? I'm thinking FUBU tracksuits or stuff like that. What do you wear, Jace? What are you into?
I buy most of my clothes online from Boohoo Man.
Oh, Boohoo Man.
Oh, yeah, Boohoo.
Is that what they say when you purchase a piece?
When you open it.
But there was one bad purchase, like a pair of jeans, and they have a butt crutch.
You're dropping out, Colby.
The crutch is cut out of them, are they, Jace?
No, it's a button crutch.
Oh, right, okay.
No. I thought you had those leather chaps on.
No. Oh, come on, guys. Anyway, that's not why I rang. I've rang because we've got a dwindling deer population in here.
Oh, yes. So what, you got is there a couple of deer out where you live in Jason?
Yeah, I've shared them to the Instagram if Tommy goes into your messages.
Yeah.
There's a couple of videos there. They're pure white.
Oh, what? White deer?
I nearly hit a stag the other night going up to Woolworths. It ran across the road.
What was his name, Jace?
Horny stag.
That was your nickname growing up, wasn't it, Colby?
Wippa.
How is the love life at the moment, Jace?
0. And I'm not doing traffic dating either.
Oh, Colby's beaten me to the punch.
He's already onto it. It's Jason. He's from Colby.
Jace, we could organise an amazing man or woman, whoever you choose, for you to possibly go on a date with.
It could be love, Jace.
No, I'm not going to do it. No.
Can we get Jace? Would you come in
I'm
for
too shy.
Would you come in for wrap up of the week, Jace?
Yeah, I'd do that.
Ooh, that would be good.
Yes.
Wippa versus Jace. And you could tee off on him, Jace. You could go hell for leather on that one. Do you know what?
I could.
You are... Look, we've had some great callers this morning. Richard, you're in the running for the 10K day, mate. So's Darren, but I'm looking after Jason this morning. You're going to get a couple of tickets to go up to the Vivid Sydney Harbour Climb for the Vivid Sydney Festival, Jace. They're all yours.
Awesome. I might need a partner.
Yeah,
you let us know, Colby.
He's still on the lookout. And you got to book your Vivid Sydney climb today at bridgeclimb.com. Best way to do it.
You're listening to the Fitzy and Wippa with Kate Ritchie podcast.
Has anybody else in here become too nervous to answer a phone number they don't know or open an email they're not sure where it's from?
Yeah.
I'm the opposite.
Scammers.
I'm the opposite. I like to take them on.
Huh? You want to run the gauntlet, do you?
Yeah, I like to have a bit of fun.
Go on, try
Every
and scam
now and then, when I see a number that I don't know, I go, all right, I'm up for a bit of a fight here.
Really?
What are you trying to sell me? What are you trying to stitch me up for? And I'll have a bit of a crack
And
back.
you know when you answer the phone and you can almost hear the workplace in the background.
Yes.
You can hear the size of the warehouse and you can
There are
picture.
1,000 people there.
There's 1,000 people there like a giant chook pen and they're all sitting there trying to rip people off. Last year, Australians were ripped $3.1 billion.
That's sad.
Over $50 million a month by scammers.
No way.
Well, extraordinary.
You would have to think that they're targeting the elderly. And the amount
targeting
of time...
everyone.
Are they? Because I'm surprised if it's that amount of money that you don't hear more stories, or is it because a lot of people don't admit that it's happened because they feel a bit silly?
They're embarrassed to. I mean, there was Jacob Wiedering, Fitz, who plays for Carlton.
Yes.
25-year-old. And put his life savings, right, into another account because he got a phone call from the NAB and over a week transferred all his money to what he considered to be a safer account, having spoken to what he thought was his bank. All the money gone. Trying to start a young family, trying to buy a house, all the money gone. And he, for a long time, exactly what you're saying, Kate, didn't put his hand up because he felt embarrassed that he felt stupid for falling for this scam. The next thing you know, NAB are using him in a promo video saying, hey, this is what happened to this guy. He put his hand up and said, I want to tell everybody about this so no one else experiences it.
Yeah, if it can happen to me, it can happen to anybody.
So much so.
He's one of the best defenders in the AFL but can't defend his bank account, unfortunately.
I get scared. Scared though. I sometimes get emails. They must know. How does this happen? I'd recently been to Bunnings.
Yeah.
And I don't know whether they knew that or I'd had a charge to my account or whatever. And then within a couple of days, I get an email from Bunnings saying, you've won a chainsaw or something.
Wow.
Click on the email. And then it said that I mean, I'm so savvy with this stuff. I just flicked it to my sister and said, is this a scam? Yeah. And she said, well, the address is not, Alexandria or Pagewood or whatever. It's a scam. Just ignore it.
You've just got to play by the rules that if somebody asks you for details over the phone, even if I had one the other day, I'm sitting there and I'm going, they're telling me about some money on my card, talking about my credit card. There's an unknown amount. It's coming coming from this. Would you like us to look into it? Can we have your permission to look into this mystery amount on your credit card? And then I said, tell me a bit more about my card. And I'm a hook, line and sinker at this stage. And then they said, well, it's the Visa card ending in the number. And I went, whoa, I'll stop you there. I don't have a Visa card.
Oh, well done. Got him.
And, that was genius of me to know what cards I had.
That's a win for you, isn't it?
Absolutely.
It's a bit of a
That's a win Wednesday.
You're so great.
Well, I had another one the other day.
Wednesday.
A woman rang me and said, I'm from the Australian Flexible Company.
What?
And she wanted to know how much my house was worth. I said, what's that got to do with flexibility?
In money or body?
I don't know. She just came up with a name.
Or your old shoulders?
And I said, well, I can't. And then I started playing with her and said, well, I can't. Well, I'm glad you've rung me because I can't touch my toes. She goes, what? And I said, well, if you're from the Australian Flexible Company, I need your help.
Yeah.
I do know someone who will tell them to hold the line while they go and get their details and then just leave the phone for over an hour. I'm getting... this is funny you should say that because recently I'm with Vodafone.
Yeah.
And I get a text message usually every month saying that I'm over
your limit.
I'm over the limit, and they'll stop the account or stop my phone account if I don't pay this amount, and all I have to do is text yes to pay it. Ignore. But I've been typing yes.
Don't do anything. Don't do anything. Call Vodafone back on the number that they have, so you've got control.
I don't have time to do that. I just think it's so wonderful they're making it so easy.
Maybe they are. What about the one? What about
they just say why? Yeah, if you say yes now, we'll pay the account. If when I didn't pay it once, my phone service did get stopped.
If I text you now, Kate,
I nearly had a meltdown.
If I text you now and said, "Can I have a bacon and egg roll?" and you pay for it, just type that yes.
Don't write yes because that's a scam. He's a scam. What about the one I had at Bondi Junction, where this woman who was quite attractive came up to me and said, "Hey, I'm here with my husband."
Why does it matter whether she's attractive
because this
or not?
is part of the scam. Because she's targeting blokes
like you, big boofy blokes who are over the. I get nervous when I'm going to have a go at you.
That's the scam because she would never talk to someone like you.
Yeah, that's a red flag.
Jamie in Richmond, welcome to the show. You were scammed, were you, buddy?
Hey guys, yes, just before Christmas last year, I fell for the classic ATO scam.
Oh, what was it? So was that a text? Was it an email? Phone call?
It was both. I got them both at the same time. That's why I thought it was legit.
How much did you lose, Jamie?
It was only $249, but that's still a lot.
It's still a lot just before Christmas. Did they say that
exactly
they're going to arrest you and they've got, those ones where they say that you're going to be deported or something?
Yeah, no, nothing like that. Just saying that I had an overdue amount and it was this much. And it was the first year I had returned to work. So I had to assume I'd done my tax return wrong.
See, that hurts, doesn't it?
See, the ATO have come out and said we would never write you an email or we would never ring you and tell you that you owe money.
No, never ever.
What did they do?
Well, did they?
Or you'd get an official letter.
A hard copy.
Yeah, a hard copy.
You would never get a phone call from the ATO saying, "Can you please transfer this money over? This is the money that you owe." So that's the one thing that we tell our parents, my sister and I, constantly. Because Dad nearly bought the other day a magnetic necklace for $3,000.
What do you mean?
What does it do?
He at a shopping centre. Someone said, "Do you have neck and shoulder problems, sir?" And he goes, "Yes, I do." Sucked in straight away. Next thing you know, Dad's wearing this magnetic necklace going, "Oh my God, I feel amazing."
He's got this chick magnet
He's got his credit card out and it's like Mum's running in slow motion and diving.
Don't do it, Mick!
Don't
swipe. And she
stopped him. He was about to pay $3,000. What a loser.
Even the other day, I had to have a night in hospital, which I told you guys about. The hospital rang me and said, "Hey, you need to pay for it before you get here. Can I have your credit card number?"
No.
And I went, "You're probably legitimate." 95% of this tells me you are legitimate because how would they know I was going into hospital?
But why would you have to give...
for the sake of handing over my credit card number on the phone.
I said no.
Sorry, guys. I'll pay when I get there.
Then you got there and the doctor was a scammer.
Yes, he was. He was actually a clown dressed as a doctor.
It was a fake hospital. It was
a fake
someone's house.
Yeah, the walls fell down. It was really weird. And I went for a sleep study. It wasn't even a proper mask. I was wearing a leather mask. And I had to pay double, but I loved it. And I'm catching up with the guys again this weekend.
Got your money's worth. It's very elaborate. I guess because there's so much money to be made.
Oh, yeah.
It's crazy.
They go to great lengths.
Michelle in Sutherland, you got scammed. What happened, Michelle?
Well, I got the text of, Mum, I've lost my phone. Here's my new number.
Oh, no.
So, yes, I added the new phone number and I had a half-a-day conversation with the scammer because I wouldn't pay him. And I'm going, I'll meet you here and I'll do this and I'll do that and we'll discuss it when we get home.
Yeah.
And it was for like almost 10 grand right before Christmas.
Wow.
I don't understand. So the text message comes through saying, here's my new number. Yeah. So do you call that new number?
I didn't in the first place, but eventually I did and it never answered.
Right, so you're just having it back and forth with this person on text thinking it's your daughter.
Son.
Thinking it was my son.
Yeah, and that he's in a spot of bother and he needs $10,000 and please, Mum, you're the only one I can ask. Yeah.
Michelle, were you asking personal questions?
No, not at all. I just sort of had okay, well, let me just check with your father and we'll see what we can do and blah, blah, blah. And, eventually I rang my husband and said, I don't know what's going on here. And, worked out that it was a
So did you transfer the money,
No.
No, thankfully I didn't.
Thank God.
Good effort. But that has been a big one.
Been done.
It has. I have some friends travelling overseas and his mum here in Australia got a message. And so therefore you're more inclined to text back and forth because you think they've obviously hit the jackpot having a mother who has kids overseas. They've lost their cards.
Yes.
They're, stranded in, I don't know, Belgium or something and I really need $5,000 now.
Because there was the one the other day where the guy thought it was his daughter on the phone, but it was an AI voice or something like that.
Artificially intelligent.
And she had died, I think, and that was the only reason he knew it wasn't his daughter.
That's the other thing as well. You ask a personal question.
God.
They got a ransom. We've been kidnapped. Can you please send through the money or else your daughter's gone?
Yeah, what's your favourite colour?
Yeah, what are you going to do? Gary.
What song did I sing to you when you were a child? See you later. No,
forget about it. Gary in Blacktown. Gaz, what happened to you, big guy?
First of all, good morning, guys.
Well said, Gary. Best thing you've said all day.
That's not a scam. That's a scam.
I've jumped on Facebook Marketplace to buy my son a cheap PlayStation 5, which obviously doesn't exist. It was advertised for $350, so I've contacted the person on Messenger, and he's asked me to put a holding deposit down. So I was a bit sceptical in the first instance, but it was a good deal, so I sent through $250 to hold it, and that's the last I heard of him.
All gone. All gone. See, if something's too good to be true, Gary, I think you need to ask yourself, a PS5 for $380, you're getting scammed there.
Tommy, you got ripped on a mobile phone once, didn't you?
Oh, yeah, that was in person, though. But he showed me, I was selling an old phone, and he showed me, and I handed it to him. He looked at it and said, yep, great. And then he transferred me the money and showed me that he'd transferred the money from his account, and it never landed in my account. Like, it was like a fake pay ID.
Well, they have a screen grab.
Yeah,
they do a screen grab, and they just show you the screen grab.
Yeah, I got done.
You were selling the iPhone 1.
Yeah. Well, then, Tom... Or then you also got busted with all that content on that other phone.
That's
that
different.
That wasn't a scam, was it?
No.
It's obviously before the courts, so I can't comment. But thank you anyway, Fitzy.
More of a legal issue.
Fitzy and Wippa with Kate Ritchie is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcast.com.au.